To start, I'll just ask you, like, why did you and Papa move to America?
We moved here because of his job. He got a 2-month assignment at the World Bank. So we thought we were moving here for 2 months. I never wanted to leave India.
Yeah.
At that point of my life, I never wanted to leave India because I was very comfortable there.
Yeah.
Very comfortable, very well settled. So I was not looking to become an immigrant and move. But having grown up in India, I always was crazy about American things, American magazines, American music. So I felt like pretty American when I was in India. In fact, my friend thought I lived in America because all my sneakers, my lotions, everything, my 17 magazines used to be all American.
Yeah, I remember.
So I was excited to move here, but not having anybody to help me with settling down.
Your like extended family support networks.
Yeah. Wasn't much of an issue for me. I was just like unsettled for a week or something where I had to figure out how to use the metro.
Yeah.
So it was, having to lift grocery bags was an issue.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting and I had a backache.
Yeah.
And figuring out how to go and buy furniture, because this was when there were no cell phones, there was no internet. So you pretty much had to figure out by asking around where to go for furniture, for example, or how to get to 30 minutes away when you didn't have a car.
Yeah.
So it's like I didn't have a mattress, I didn't have a car. So I had to start from scratch without really having friends here who could take me out for shopping. So I had to figure out all that. I didn't have an umbrella, it would be raining.
Yeah.
It was stuff like that. And then the one problem I did have when I moved here is that people spoke too fast.
Mm-hmm.
And everything was very rehearsed. So if ever I would like find a number in the newspaper and call somebody, their answers would be very smart and quick. In India, we usually hem and haw and like nothing is structured as such. It's not like the same standard response.
It's not like, hi, how may I help you? Like that.
So it was a little bit overwhelming for me when I would be calling and somebody would like answer so fast or give me directions so fast. Like we would give very slow, easy paced directions, and you'll find a tree, then you go there, and here just go right, go left. I still find that very fast, the way people give directions here.
So then, like, if you found it fast and then, like, let's say you call some number and you ask a question, like, then how were people's responses to you? Like, let's say you didn't understand, like, it was too fast, so you asked them to repeat it. Like, how did people receive you?
No, I have found that I have never felt like an outsider or not treated right. I have not encountered that.
Yeah.
In fact, I have found that over here, whether I'm well dressed or wearing a torn t-shirt and pants, people still address you so equitably.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't look affluent in India, people would not talk to me nicely.
Yeah.
So, I don't think I ever encountered that race issue, or I didn't feel like an outsider. Because people are very nice, even if you just go casually. And I mean, I can walk into Tiffany's and people will still say welcome. I've never felt like shunned or anything.
What about when when people hear your name on the phone and they're like, I remember a few instances of people kind of talking to you like really slowly, like you don't know English, or like being a little condescending. Is it just that that's not really a big deal compared to how inequality shows up in India, or does that not really happen anymore?
I feel like people here pronounce my name better than I do myself, which I find surprising because it's a difficult name for me. Gurpriya is a difficult name, but I feel that Americans pronounce it really well. It's just that if I say it, naturally they haven't heard of my name.
Yeah.
But I refuse to aspirate.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, because you guys have been here for a long time. Like, you and Papa have been here for...
Oh, exactly half my age. I came when I was 29 and now I'm 58.
Yeah.
Wow, I spent half my life here.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people do change their accent. Like, obviously, Priya and I change our accents, you know, and a lot of people y'all's age, even who have been here for less time, like, they change their accent to be more American. So,
I can't. I wish I could. I cannot change my accent.
like, you physically can't, or you philosophically are like, I'm
I
not going to do
physically
that?
cannot.
Okay.
I cannot. And philosophically, like, I'm pretty content with my accent, so I don't want to change it. But even if I try, I can't speak like in an American accent.
Yeah.
A couple of words I've changed.
Like what?
Like in India, we say schedule, here says
Like schedule, like that type of thing.
Yeah.
Then that's just for like ease of people.
But I'm not a good mimic, so I cannot change my accent.
Mm-hmm.
I think people who knew less English in India were starting from scratch. Yeah, once in a while I've had people think that English is my second language, and I say no, it's really not. It's the language I'm most fluent in.
Yeah, and you're an MPhil in English.
Yeah.
Do you think your accent hasn't changed? Like, do you think there are other things about you that have become more American? In which you can define anyway, like what is American, but like you didn't want to move to America originally. But...
I loved America, but I didn't want to live here because I was very content in my own country with my own parents around me and my own classmates and my
now
friends.
that you live here, like, what do you like about it?
What do I like about it? What I like is that there's less interference here because, well, I don't have a social fabric.
More freedom, privacy?
Privacy, because everybody's so busy doing their own thing that nobody really bothers you. Whereas in India, we would have more time and the social fabric is way tighter.
It's like a more collective society rather than individualistic.
Yeah. So here it's like, I mean, I could say I feel isolated, or I could say I have my privacy. It's like two ways of looking at the same thing.
Yeah.
I live alone for the most part, but I mean, there's so much to keep you going.
But like we have a lot of Indian friends here. Why do you think that our like friend network is largely South Asian? Like, is that something you like? What does that do for you? Does it bring you comfort? Is it random?
Yeah, I don't know why. Ideally, yeah, if I had to pick, I would have picked like a very, very mixed set of friends. However, I think there is a commonality that you share. You have like family back there. You have similar food habits.
Food, yeah.
Maybe some values.
Even though, I mean, it's not that they're all North Indian, right?
And
we have South Indian, Pakistani.
And they do come from somewhat different milieus and education backgrounds.
Yeah.
And I think it's a bit of a coincidence, but I don't think it's something that I have picked voluntarily.
Yeah.
And a lot of the friends are really, I think, from Papa's office.
Yeah. But still, right? Papa has Latin
He
American colleagues.
Very diverse
he
friends,
has,
yes.
yeah. So, like, are there times when you...
But in my own office, my friends are mixed.
Yeah, that's true.
I have not ever gravitated towards Indians, per se.
Yeah, I mean, I have a really diverse friend circle, but then I ended up marrying an Indian. Like, I don't know if that was random or, like, there is a level of comfort. Like, he went to the same school as you, basically. Like, we're from similar regions. We have similar linguistic habits. Like, I think there's a great comfort to being able to speak your own language, even if it's not your regional language.
There are things that you really cannot express in other languages.
Yeah.
Though we could very well express it in English.
But it's just not the same.
But then having multiple languages to express yourself in, your own like mother tongue and then English.
Yeah.
Your country's language.
I think that's a big part of it. Like, what are like comforting things that you miss about India, right? Like are you sometimes like, oh, like I just want to wear bright colors, or I want to, like, what are some of the things you don't have in America that you, that give you...
Definitely the bright colors are missing. And having my friends with whom I've grown up.
Yeah.
Those are like, they're really like my siblings in a way. Not having them near.
Yeah.
So that is a big issue. And I think I'm realizing it more now that I have time on my hands. So when I'm with them, the fun I have with them, I cannot have with my friends here.
It's not the same, yeah.
And then the festivity, the freedom to just keep having fun all day long. The fresh food constantly being prepared for you. And there's something about the flowers, the fragrance, the smell of India.
Yeah. So then, like, where do you feel most at home?
I think I feel at home in both places. I can't say one, because when I'm going to India, I say I'm going home. When I'm coming back to America, I say I'm coming home.
Mm-hmm.
But then there I'm a non-resident Indian, and here I'm a resident alien. So if I were to feel alienated, I would feel alienated everywhere.
So then, what race would you consider yourself, and what would you have said when you were in India?
We never thought of ourselves as race, of any race.
Even like Punjabi?
Never, okay? No, but that's not race. Yes, so let me come to it. You never knew what race you are. You didn't think I am Aryan because I'm Pharaoh and they are Dravidian. We never had to answer anything which said select your race.
Yeah.
So people used to be very insular when I was a kid. But having grown up with people, like in Vellums, there would be people from different states. So you knew it's okay. You're not just Punjabi. It's okay to be from Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, from there. So somebody's coming from Calcutta, somebody's coming from Himachal. And then somewhere in my civics textbook, I read that, India is a socialist, secular republic, means that it's made up of states. So for me, I always used to think I'm Indian, like I'm not Punjabi.
But what about here?
Here when I had to put in race, which I still don't know what race I am.
Yeah.
So am I Asian? But Asian to Chinese, Korean, Japanese ko Asian bolte hain. So I don't know my race.
Yeah.
I know, like geographically, I know that India belongs in Asia, which belongs in... But I mean, at the end of the day, you're a world citizen. You're just a human being.